Through the fader off.
Where's that?
Song cake. Stop wishing for the sunshine. Stop living in the rain.
Come here, old friend.
How are you?
I'm all right. How are you? You look
well.
very well.
Yeah,
You look got a nice stance.
feeling super.
Quite Peter Pan. We're going to talk today about an album called Dirt, which is an album we made together. How many years ago?
16.
No.
Yes, 16 years ago.
16 years ago.
Yeah,
You haven't aged a bit.
I have
You,
a bit.
you look better now.
It's my skincare routine, to be honest.
That was a long,
That's a
well,
long,
16
long
years ago. That's a
estimate.
child ago. That's a teenager ago.
I was a child at the time.
I was a child. I was dressed as a child at the time.
Yeah, you
Dressed as a children's TV presenter. I think you said that once.
Did I say that? I'm sorry.
So let's talk about Kids in Glass Houses. I remember driving over the QE2 bridge, and I was driving from Kent to Essex, and Zane Lowe was on the radio, and he played this song, and I got over the bridge, and I turned it up so loud, and it was so good. This has only probably happened once in my life. It was so good, I had to pull over. I got over the bridge, and I had to pull over because it was so good, and that was Saturday. And I couldn't believe the chorus. I couldn't believe the lyrics, because at that time I was really struggling with rock music. That all the lyrics were generic and boring, and I could listen to a rock song and think, I know what you're going to sing about. And then consider yourself, one of my best friends. All I could think was a night out in, I don't know, night out gone wrong in Cardiff or something.
They all went. Wrong.
And yeah, I've been on a few of those with you. I couldn't believe the vocal. I couldn't believe the sound of it. Ramesh produced and mixed that, a friend of ours, fantastic. But it's the lyrics that got me. And then fast forward a year later, I'm in Australia making a record, and I get a call from your A&R man at the time saying, would I come and do a day's writing with you?
Yes.
Just one day. So I drove down to Cardiff, we went to Starbucks, we had a chat, which is always a bit nerve-wracking for me. I don't know anybody there, and you're all looking at me going, who's
Love
this?
to chat, though.
Who's this prick? Who's this prick? I'm doing it now. You take over the story from there. We met in Starbucks, and then we went to where? Where did we go?
We went, was it Music Box then?
That's right, Music Box.
Was it Music Box? I think it was. I just remember being very unprepared at the time with our songs. We'd never worked, obviously we recorded with Ramesh and stuff, but there was we'd never had like an outside influence on our music, and I think we felt, we never considered it. Like we thought like it was just this alien thing that you just didn't do.
It's a bit alien, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
Having someone come into your family.
Yeah, and we were a bit apprehensive because we were very like DIY and throw it together ourselves, like about everything, like. So we were a bit like, but we knew. I think we were definitely feeling that sort of album 2 thing, And like we were like, we've got some ideas, but like it just wasn't. Nothing was coming together for us, and I think we were like lacking confidence and stuff as well. Yeah, we were a bit apprehensive about it, but.
Well, the first day we had a coffee, we went back to Music Box, and I'd listened to this song in the car, the demo of this song, or maybe I hadn't, maybe it was some other demos, but you suddenly played me this song, and I loved the chorus. I thought the chorus was amazing. I remember the verse. I don't remember what the verse was like, which is a good lesson, actually.
I remember.
Do you remember what it was like? But it was a bit scattergun, wasn't it?
It was, we were trying to rip off Paramore, I think,
right.
the whole song. So, it sounded... Yeah, the chorus is obviously epic, but it was this sort of, I don't know, like bouncy sort of. It was the complete opposite vibe of what the song is now. But I think we were so like enamored with the chorus, we just didn't get how we got there at the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that was the
and
first
I
thing.
think that's what the first thing I said was that we need to show the verse some love because the chorus doesn't need improving.
Yeah.
And had you written the outro part at that point?
Yeah. So the chorus and the outro were all always there.
Right.
And I think they just came out in like when we wrote it, it just came out on the spot, like lyrics and all. It was one of those where it just Like it wasn't written down anywhere and then it just existed. So it was one of those, but yeah, I think we always felt like we were just like, it's great, but it's not, it's good, but it's not great, you know?
Are you aware of how good you are with lyrics?
No, I'm terrible at taking...
I know it's not a good thing to hear, but do you know...
I've always liked words, but I'm just hypercritical about it, I think. I always have been. And I get so in my head about it. Like I really think about it like quite a lot. And I think to your point, like I'm always trying not to be obvious because I kind of feel that in lyrics and it kind of switches me off. And I think a lot of the songs that I grew up listening to were sort of lyrically driven and, you know, I loved English and stuff. So it's something I've always put like too much pressure on myself about. But like I don't consider myself like an amazing lyricist by any stretch of the imagination.
Well, yeah, I think you are. You're probably the best lyricist I've ever worked with. But I felt with this song that we're going to play next that the lyrics needed a, not dumbing down, but a real everyman connection in the verses.
Yeah.
Things that people could understand. That's what was missing for me. The verses didn't really touch you in a personal way.
Yeah.
So we worked on that, and 2 hours later we had this song, right? And I think it's a banger. Should we play it?
Play it.
Do you want to push some faders up, or do you want me to do it? How do you want to do it?
I have no idea how these work after 5 albums.
Okay, we'll do it together. Right, so this is Sunshine by Kids in Glass Houses. Okay? That's the rain.
I'm not even in yet.
An interesting thing about this, we wanted a big drum sound, right? So we recorded the drums without cymbals. And then we put the cymbals in later. And that's how you get that big.
Do we?
Yeah, put yourself up. I love how your voice goes,
I can't remember recording the vocals. You're doing the harmony
and then we're back to that boom, 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 boom. So we didn't have that, did we? That's why the halftime works, because it goes from this quick time into the halftime, right?
I think we learned a lot about building songs in this. Because we didn't know how to structure songs. We didn't think about it in a holistic way. We were like instinctive, you know, and I think that's what you began teaching us.
Listen to your vocals, I love it.
It's good, isn't it? That low harmony. Start.
Like an octave lower. Now, just now the mid-8 comes in now, so the outro comes in, is that right?
Yeah.
It's that vocal.
Stop wishing for the sunshine. Stop living in the rain.
Bring the fader up.
What is that?
Stop wishing for the sunshine.
Okay, we need to mute that guy. He's on the lead vocal channel.
That's how loud I hear it.
Okay. This is the outro now, right? This is the vocal.
Oh, I didn't know that was there.
Without you.
without you. It's so emo, man. It's amazing. Oh, I love it.
I've not heard the multi-track of that since we did it. Not heard anything.
And it was never a single. And I think...
We wanted it to be.
I think that backing vocal is the reason why it wasn't. This is why...
It's a sting.
This is why I can't mix. Because I make my vocal too loud. Okay, so let's talk about the last chorus and this vocal. This is a great vocal out. So the mid-late idea,
Yes.
that comes back in at the end as like a refrain, right?
Yes.
Or an outro or counter melody, whatever we want to call it.
Yeah. Counter melody.
And it's really emotional, isn't it? We wanted to go that kind of emo throwaway term, but
Yeah, it is that sort of scream out, you know.
the way your voice opens up there, something you do naturally, or do you have to really work on that?
I have no technique. It's
incredible.
What comes out, comes out.
You see people in the crowd singing that back.
This is probably the most sort of crowd catharsis moment even now. And like, I think, we're like, 20 years into our career, we mainly play like singles, and this wasn't a single, but it's still like a live favourite, and I think it is just for that, like people get so much out of this song.
And when you get a lyric like that that really connects, that's kind of emotion like that, and we were in a rehearsal room in Cardiff. This song didn't exist.
Yeah.
We left that rehearsal room and it existed, right? And then you go to Japan 2 years later and there's people in the audience singing that with their eyes, without you, like it's life and death, right?
Yeah.
And you catch them and you're playing. What does that feel like?
It's kind of why you do it. It's what you dream of, right? I think, because when you're starting out, getting 20 people to a gig is like the best thing in the world. When what you do like translates across like countries and cultures, it's hard to actually get your head around it. But it is the best feeling, and I think everything we've ever done, it's always been about that, like connection with people in a crowd like that. Is like, we love to write and we love the process of it, but I think the thing for us has always been live. Like, we're music fans, like we went to those shows, we were that person, so to actually be the person who's the kind of the architect of that is so sort of humbling, I think.
I've seen you on shows actually. You probably don't realise you're doing it, but I've seen you at festivals when people are singing moments like that back. And sometimes you just look around like, you can't quite believe it yourself. Like, it's really touched you.
Yeah.
And I love that. I often think you're doing your job when you're doing the festivals or tour. You're trying to do a good job, aren't you?
Yeah.
Same as if you'd gone to work in, I don't know, any job. But these moments in that job when you can just suddenly stop for a second and appreciate how magical it is.
Yeah, I think especially for us as well, when we came back, like we had from like 10 years away, you just appreciate all that stuff more because we weren't sort of caught up in the business side of the music industry. It was just purely about like getting back together as a band and having fun and like reconnecting with our fans. So that has been the best part of getting back together, is just doing it for the pure sort of ecstasy of those moments,
When I was at Wembley watching Oasis, I felt that from them.
Oh yeah, it was insane.
And the whole crowd, like
Yeah.
we took this for granted.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be like this again. And it just felt like that.
That was
for
palpable,
2 hours.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. And from the band as well.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was incredible. So listen, that's a great song. One thing I will say before we get talking of vocals is you did a vocal in one take. We grabbed an SM7 and you sang it, and at the end of it I went, that's it, done, let's go get some lunch. and we never touched it again. I've never known anybody pick up a mic, do a whole song in one take, put down the mic and go get lunch. It wasn't even a mic drop. You was like, was that all right?